Tuples are used to store multiple items in a single variable. Tuple items are indexed and the first item has the index 0, then 1, then 2 and n minus 1. Once the set is created, we are not able to change the item, but we can remove it and add new item. Hello to all, a warm welcome to my second unit, and the topic here is tuples and sets. I am your Revati ma'am, faculty from the Department of Computer Science, Vidhyaashram, first grade college, the Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. So dear student, in my last session, I started with lists and dictionary. So these are the two data types used to store collection of element. Along with that, I have discussed how to create a list, how to create a dictionary, and how to find the length of the list and how to find the length of the dictionary. Along with that, some of the methods supported by the list and dictionary. In our today's session, I am going to discuss tuple or tuple and sets. Anyway, dear student, let's start with tuple. So what is tuple? It's also a data type used to store group of element or collection of element. So tuples are used to store multiple items in a single variable. Anyway, we know that what is array. Array is what? A single variable used to store multiple value. Here also, tuple is nothing but it's a single variable used to store multiple values. A tuple is a collection in which ordered and unchangeable. In tuples, all the items are placed in some order, either in ascending order, either in descending order. And while placing the element, I want to follow the order, and elements are unchangeable. In the sense what? Once the tuple is created, we are not able to modify the element. Now, tuples are returned with round bracket. In the sense what? To create tuple, I am going to use the bracket. See here. So, I am going to use the parenthesis. And this tuple, it's a user-defined tuple name. And see here, I am going to assign the multiple values to this tuple. So, to create tuple, I am using parenthesis. Okay. And I am going to print the tuples. Okay, fine. Now, what kind of item I can have in my tuple? So, I can have ordered, unchangeable and allows duplicate value. So, all the elements are placed in some order. And once the tuple is created, I am not able to change the element, or I am not able to change the order. And I can able to store multiple values. So, it allows duplicate values. So, I can have the same value 2 or more times. Okay. Now, tuple items are indexed. In the sense what? Each item is accessed based on the position. While creating the tuples, okay, I am going to follow the index. So, the index may starts from 0 up to n minus 1. So, tuple items are indexed and the first item has the index 0, then 1, then 2 and n minus 1. Okay, fine. Tuple items or elements are ordered. It means that the items have defined order. So, while defining the tuples, I want to follow the order. For example, I have A, Z, C. Okay, see here, if I consider alphabetical order, I must have A, C, Z. So, while creating the tuple, I want to follow the order. and orders are not changeable. In the sense what? I'm not able to change the order. And if I consider the alphabetical order, I'm going to have A, B, C up to Z. I cannot able to rearrange the order. So I want to follow the order. Now unchangeable. Tuples are unchangeable means that we cannot change, add and remove item. Once the tuple is created, I'm not able to add new item or remove item from the tuples. So it is unchangeable. Once the tuple is created, it remains as it is. I'm not able to modify the content. Now it allows duplicates. What is duplicate? Same value I can have 2 times, 3 times. Okay, it won't matter in tuples. So tuples are indexed. So all the values will have its own index, even though if the values are repeating more than 2 or 3 times. Based on the index value, I can able to access the tuple element. Now this is the way I can able to create the tuple. Okay, fine. See here, I have apple and apple appears 2 times and cherry. It also appears 2 times. Now the question arises, how can I access apple and cherry? Okay, in that situation, I'm going to consider the index. And the tuple index starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, while accessing, what I want to do, I want to specify the position, okay, where the element is present. Okay, based on that, I can able to access the elements. So I'm going to print the tuples. Now, if I want to get the length of the tuple, I'm going to use built-in function called length. See here, I have created the tuple. Okay, now length is nothing but the built-in function. For this length, I'm going to pass the tuple variable. So what's my tuple variable? That is nothing but this tuple. Next, see here, tuple items data types. Tuple item can be any data type. So dear student, I can able to create tuples for any data type. For example, I can have the integer, I can have the boolean, even I can have the string. So I have different kinds of data type. Okay, for different kinds of data type, I'm able to create the tuples. See here, what's my tuple variable? Tuple 1, see what I'm assigning, string. And second time, see here, it is of integer. Third time, I'm having boolean value, that is true and false. So I can able to create tuple for any data types. See here, I'm creating the tuple. So it is a combination of all the data types. I have string, integer, boolean. Okay, so by using tuple, I can able to combine all the data types together. So what is the data type of a tuple? There are certain time I want to know the data type of tuple. So for that, I'm going to have tuple method. Okay, see here, I'm going to call the function or method, and what I'm passing here, I'm passing the tuple argument or tuple variable, so that I can able to know what kind of data type it is. Now, okay, I can have tuple constructor. To create tuple, I can use normal method or I can use a special method called tuple constructor. By using tuple constructor, I can able to create a tuple. So it is also possible to use tuple constructor to create tuple. Okay, see here, tuple, it's a constructor and I'm passing the elements. Okay, I'm passing apple, banana and cherry. So see here, 2 parentheses. Okay, one for tuple creation and one for tuple constructor. Now I'm going to print the tuple. So dear student, till now I have discussed what is tuple, how to create a tuple. Tuples are created in two ways. One is by using parenthesis and another method by using tuple constructor. And if I know the type of the tuple, I'm going to use type, method or function. And to get the length of the tuples, I'm going to use length function. Along with that, in my today's session, I'm going to deal one more very important topic, that is set. So what is set? Set is nothing but a variable, okay, used to store collection or multiple items or multiple values. Single variable used to store multiple values. If I consider array, it's used to store collection of element. And what kind of element? Same element. Whereas set is also used to store collection of element. Here collection of element is nothing but the multiple elements or multiple items. And where I'm going to store, for that I'm going to use the variable. And how many variables I'm using here? Only one variable. So one variable holds multiple value or multiple item. Here a set is a collection or it's a group which is unordered. So all the elements are placed randomly or stored randomly. There is no particular order. And unchangeable. Once the set is created, we are not able to alter the element. In the sense what? It is not possible to add the new element or remove the existing element. And unindexed. So what is unindexed? There is no index. Now, please make a note here. Set items are unchangeable. Once the set is created, we are not able to change the item, but we can remove it and add new item. So, it's not possible to change the existing set, okay? But we can able to enter the item and we can able to remove the item. Sets are returned with the curly brace, okay, flower bracket. See here, I'm using flower bracket to create this set. And at the same time, I'm going to print the set. So, sets are unordered. In the sense what? While creating sets, I don't want to follow the order. So, you cannot be sure in which order the item will appear. So, in the sense what? While displaying the or while printing the output, I may get the same order or I may not be. Okay. So, it's not sure that I'm going to get the same order. How I'm going to store or place the element. See here. Set items. Set items are unordered, unchangeable and not allows duplicate entry. So, what is unordered? See here, I'm going to store the element, but while retrieving the element, I'm not going to get the same order how I place the element, okay? And it is unchangeable and it is duplicate value. In the sense what? It does not allow duplicate value. In the sense what? It does not support multiple values entry. So, same value cannot be entered or stored twice in the set. So, unordered means that the item in a set do not have defined order. So, how I defined in the output or while extracting, I won't get the same order. Okay. Set items can appear in a different order every time. In the sense what? Each time when I run the set, okay, each time I'm going to get different order of data element. Then unchangeable. Set items are unchangeable means that we cannot change the item. So once the set is created, we are not able to change the set element, okay, and it does not support duplicate entry. See here, apple and apple appears twice, but while executing this code, I'm going to get the output apple, banana and cherry. Okay, so set does not support or allows duplicate entry. And if I want to get the length of the set, I'm going to use length function. Okay, and what is the input to this length function? That is nothing but the set. Okay, fine. Now, okay, if I want to know the type of this set, see here, set item can be of any data type. While creating set, I can have any data type. So, I don't want to follow particular method. See here, I have set 1 and all are string. And if I consider this example, I have set 2, all are integer. And if I consider set 3, this is boolean. Okay. Now, set may have any data type. For example, I can have the string, I can have the integer, and I can have the boolean values. Okay. Now, set can contain different data type. In one single set, I can able to include different data types. Okay. For example, think that I have set 1. See, I have this string, I have integer, I have boolean. Okay. I have integer, I have string. So, in one single set, I can able to combine multiple data types. To know the type of the set, I'm going to have the method type, and it returns the type of the set. See here, I created my set. Okay, to know what kind of set, I'm going to use the method called type. Now, to create a set, I can use constructor. Okay, fine. Set can be created in two ways. One is by using curly brace. Okay. Now, another method is by using set constructor. See here. Okay, I'm using this set constructor, open parenthesis, parenthesis. Okay, and I'm going to have the string data type. See here. See, I'm using curly brace. Okay, and I'm going to place the item within the double quote, and how I'm going to segregate the items, that is through the comma. Here also same thing, but I'm using the set constructor, and to store the string value, how I'm going to place the string within the double quote. Okay, and how I'm going to segregate, that is comma. And see here, if I have integer, directly I'm going to write the numbers. So, no need to write the numbers within the double quote. Okay, this is the way I can able to create a set. How I can able to create a set? That is in two ways. One is by using flower bracket or curly bracket, and another one is by using set constructor. Now, okay, Python collections. Okay, fine. So, in C program, we have discussed what is array. Array is nothing but the collection of homogeneous element. Here, homogeneous element in the sense what? Same kind or similar element, and all the elements are stored in continuous memory location. Okay. So, if I consider array in Python, okay, there are 4 collection data types in which Python programming language. Okay, what is array? Array is nothing but the collection of element. Okay, and if I consider collection in Python, I have 4 type of data types. One is list, another one is tuple, and another one is string, and another one is dictionary. Anyway, dear student, in our second unit, we studied list, tuple, set and dictionary. So, what is list? List is a collection of element. Okay, single variable used to store multiple value or multiple item. And what kind of item? Ordered and changeable. So, we can able to change the list element, and it allows duplicate entry. Okay, fine. If I consider tuples, it is a collection, single variable used to store multiple values. All the values are ordered Unchangeable in the sense what? Once the tuple is created, elements are not able to modify, but still it allows duplicate entry. Okay, fine. If I consider set as a collection, okay, single variable used to store multiple value and it is unordered. Okay, while extracting the set element, I won't get the order how I stored. So it is unordered, unchangeable. So I'm not able to change the set element and I does not have any index. Okay, so it is unindexed and no duplicate member. So what is no duplicate member? I don't have duplicate entry. Okay, fine. Now, if I consider dictionary, it's also a collection and it is ordered. Ordered in the sense what? If I consider dictionary, the way how I stored, I can able to extract the element in same order and changeable. So I can able to modify the dictionary element and there is no duplicate entry. Okay, set items are unchangeable but can have remove items and add new items. So set items remains unchangeable but still I can able to add the item, even I can able to remove the item. Anyway, dear student, in my today's session I started with what is tuple. Along with that, I have covered sets. And in my next session, I am going to deal with the file handling. Anyway, dear students, let's meet in the next session with the new topic, that is file handling. Until that, keep watching and keep learning. Thank you.